What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's trade recap, we ended up taking one trade today. Again, we ended up getting stopped at break even, and then price ended up hitting TP. It sucks, but again, rules are there for a reason. I followed my rules and I executed, and that's it. That's all you can really do. Anything else is just noise. So coming into today, I wanted to be at first I wanted to be a little bit more bullish at the beginning, but then I wanted to be bearish in a way because we had these equal lows. So if we look at this, we had these equal lows from the, and then we ended up going higher. But I know, like, again, the daily profile of the day was a New York continuation. So we had accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So I expected a New York retracement expansion move into the morning. Again, I know today's a no news Monday, so again, I lowered my size coming into the day, and I was very quick to go break even on today's trade because of that reason. So again, so coming into the day, once we had this range and 930 created low resistance again. Well, at first, the reason why we went lower is because we put in this hourly SMT. We put this SMT with this hourly fair value gap, and then that's what caused price to go lower. But again, prices has this bullish breaker, and again, until we break through this range and displace through, then I can be bearish. And I wanted to be bearish once we created this 5-minute breaker and this 15-minute breaker to the downside, but I just felt like it didn't make sense just yet. I wanted to see how we react from this key level, and as you can see, we immediately inversed right back up. So that told me we are very bullish on the day. I waited for price to give me a tap back in, and I get it. I know this is a 4-minute IFEG, so essentially break even is my TP. Like there should even be a break even in this trade, but the reason why I went break even, one is because of no news Monday, and also because ES took that high. So like when we inversed, ES took this high, so that made me less confident in the trade. I was like, damn, like ES already took my draw on liquidity, but the reason I'm taking this trade is because of these equal highs, right? So I was like, okay, like we still have equal highs, still low resistance. I still believe we go higher. So once we inversed the 4-minute, I waited for a tap back in. I longed right here. I longed right here, and I put my stop loss at the order block down here, and I was targeting this high for a 1 to 1.2. Again, this was my trade, so I was like, okay, we got to tap back in. 10 a.m. opened. We put in this SMT at the lows here, and then we got another 1-minute IFEG. So once we started again showing that buyers are in control again, I actually added one more contract here. And then once we took out the equal highs, I wanted to see full displacement. I did not want to see another retracement back down. But again, so I went break even, and price ended up taking me out right here because my fill went from here to a little bit higher up here. Price ended up stopping at break even basically by a few ticks. On ES, we ended up putting this bigger SMT, and then that was enough for price to go higher. Again, nothing really I could do. I follow my rules. Again, I don't want this to be like a point where it's like this is the reason why we're going lower, and I don't go break even, because again, we're mitigating 930, and this could easily just say, you know what, we're going right back down. And again, the model of the day, and I could easily just say, well, again, this SMT is still holding, like, you know, all this. But again, I just wanted to be, I'd rather be safe than sorry on a no news Monday, especially when we have SMT with my draw on liquidity. And again, I don't want this to be like potentially wicking out of this consequent encroachment or something. So or just this wick reacting as a rejection block, right? So again, and it was at 932, so I just rather be safe than sorry on days like this. And there you go, I got stopped at break even. Again, if it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday with news, I probably would have played it way differently, and I probably would have put my stop at the low, because this low took the high. So once we took the high, it is lower probability for us to come down here. At least we shouldn't. And again, that's why we did it on ES, but on NQ we didn't. And yeah, again, overall, I followed my rules. I did exactly what I had to do. It definitely sucks, but again, it's bound to happen, right? My rules are there for a reason, so I'm going to keep following them. Overall, I executed exactly how I was supposed to. We had a clean range, we had equilibrium, a higher time from PD rate, a sweep with an SMT, and we got the high time from inversion, which was this 4-minute. We tap back in for a better risk to reward. And again, we had SMT, so I just played a little bit different with risk management to preserve capital, and that's it. So because of the SMT, I went break even a lot sooner, and that's that. So yeah, other than that, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Oh, I didn't even go over last week. Last week I ended the week red. Again, I had 2 green weeks back to back, and then last week we had a red week. We lost 1%. But again, I made a few mistakes last week, and then we did exactly what we had to do, where we bounced back. So, yeah, we bounced back. We made a few mistakes, and yeah, coming into this week, we're off to a great start. And yeah, I feel good this week. Again, I realized my mistakes that I did last week, and I'm coming into this week very focused, very ready to go, very clear with my rules and with my mindset. I just feel like I no need to just a good recalibrate, a good I feel centered and grounded. I know sometimes as a trader you feel like you're not very you have like foggy brain where you can't really see it clearly, and there's weeks where you're just like, yo, I need this, and that's it, right? And I feel like that this week, and I feel real good. Let's just see what happens, right? We're gonna stay focused, we're gonna stay patient, and just wait for markets to tell us when it's ready to go. So yeah, with that being said, I'll just catch you guys in tomorrow's trade recap. If I take a trade, if not, I'll still make it, and you guys will know what I end up doing. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.